You could end up a victim of identity theft. Investigative reporter Larry Yellen shows us a security glitch that makes it easy for strangers to view your tax returns and all that private info they contain.
I was very surprised and angry.
This Chicago woman would like to remain anonymous, but that hasn't stopped us from learning an awful lot about her. I saw the charities that you give to.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that you're single.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the banks where you have accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more. We've learned she's a retired school teacher who earned $69,000 in 2007. She collects a pension of about $36,000. And I also know her date of birth, her social security number, and the account number for her banking account. Information that would be a gold mine for identity thieves.
They've got the keys to the, beyond keys to the kingdom. They have everything they could possibly need.
And we learned all of these intimate details about her life because the computer on which she did her taxes was also running a separate program for sharing music and video files over the internet. There are about 200 such file sharing programs out there, most of which you can download right onto your computer. But for many of them, if you hit the wrong key while installing the program, you'll end up sharing much more than just your music and movie collection. You could end up sharing all of the documents stored on your hard drive, including records like tax returns. Todd Davis is with the Arizona-based LifeLock company, which helps its customers guard against identity theft.
It's a very prevalent problem, and we've seen it grow just since last September when the financial crisis began to hit.
Davis says that since last fall, there's been a 38% increase in people searching the internet for personal information about others. And they often do it with peer-to-peer file sharing programs that were designed to search other computers for music and videos. We obtained a half dozen tax returns from Chicagoans. Davis says that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Nationwide, in one instance, we brought up over 275,000 live active tax returns, and that was just at that moment. That just happened to be what computers were on at that instant when we looked.
Were you surprised that I had your income tax return?
I was extremely surprised because I was not aware that my computer had been compromised.
With help from the Tversa company, one of the nation's top file-sharing security firms, the woman we talked with learned that a program that she had downloaded called MP3 Rocket also contained a peer-to-peer file-sharing program which would not only share music and videos with people around the world, but also all of her saved documents. That included her tax returns, which Tversa found had already been obtained by someone in San Diego, California, in addition to us.
When you called and said, you know, I have your return, I have your tax return in front of me, it was like, I'm glad that I remembered that I was a lady. And didn't say what came up.
The experts say it's now too late to stop others from sharing her tax return over the internet. They recommend placing fraud alerts with major credit bureaus or using services like LifeLock to monitor for identity theft. Our retired school teacher says she has learned a lesson.
It's nice to be able to share music and things with your friends, but the risk is too great in today's world.
Now the thing to remember here is that you could have your tax returns lifted right out of your computer even if you don't file your taxes online. Just preparing them on a computer, which also has one of these file sharing programs, could open them up to identity thieves or anyone else like us who wants to look at them. Robin and Jeff?
Wow. It makes you want to go back to old-fashioned pen and paper, but how do you protect yourself short of that?
What you should do is find out if you have one of these file sharing programs on your computer. Usually they have a little icon on the top. And if you've got a teenager, then you should see if they've installed anything. Are they sharing music and movies? If so, you probably have one of these file sharing programs. Either remove the program or go back to the setup stage and make sure that it was set up properly to just share music and movies. It'll ask you, do you want to share your documents file? Say, no, you don't want to share your documents file.
Real quickly, on Macs too, they have a problem, susceptible just like PCs?
Yeah, anything that's got file sharing programs.
Great, thank you very much, Larry.
Another benefit of teens.
Yeah.